Hello everyone, my name is James Mulvaney, I'm founder of Radio.co. Welcome to this year's Christmas Fireside Chat. Now, as you've noticed, we couldn't get a real fire in, so we have this lovely virtual fire, which I think you'll find is very homely. We've had it crackling away all afternoon in the office and it feels very wintry and very Christmassy in here now. Really the purpose of this video is just to talk about Radio.co, how this year's been for us, and also tell you about some of the things we've got planned for next year. So 2007 started off really well with the back end of last year, us winning a couple of different awards, including the Tech North Northern Stars Award, which was awesome. It took us all around the world. It took us to London to start off with for TechCrunch Disrupt, then took us to South by Southwest in March, and it also took us to Amsterdam in May for the Next Web conference. So that was all very exciting. We were also named as one of the fastest growing technology companies in the north of England. We had a great start to the year with the launch of our very own radio station and podcasting network, which is called MCR Live. And this goes out in Manchester online and also on DAB on digital radio as well. So that's all been very exciting. That's been a great project that we've learned a lot from in terms of having a real life working example of a product, of a station that's actually using our software that's based next door. So that team who manage MCR Live are based in an office about 10-minute walk away from here. Really, really useful for getting immediate feedback when we're trying out new ideas. We've also seen significant growth this year in terms of our customer base, more than doubled the client base since this time last year. And to support this, we've grown the team in terms of bringing on new members of staff to support customers and to help grow the product quicker. And we're really excited that we've recently launched our team over in the US. We've taken on two employees over in America to work on helping customers with getting on board and getting setting their radio stations up, which is working really well. We've had some great feedback in terms of that. In terms of the technology side of things, we've also significantly grown our capacity. We've increased our CDN capacity, including launching different POPs in Asia to help with that side of things. We're getting more and more clients in Asia and the Middle East who are coming on board and want bandwidth in those countries to quickly serve the listeners and give them an optimal experience. Plus also launching new features. We listen to client feedback, so we're constantly innovating and growing the platform. We really want to build the best online radio platform that there is. So some of the new features, notably that we've launched this year, are things like live event recording, which is great because it allows you to quickly build exciting on-demand content without really having to worry about doing anything. Your DJ or presenter shows up, they do their show, and they go, then you can record the event, publish it as a podcast or as on-demand listen again. Works beautifully every single time. We've also launched our new voice tracking feature. This went live very recently. And this is really great and groundbreaking, and I think it's a first in the industry because it works entirely from the browser. You don't need to download and install any software, and it's a really quick and easy way of building entire radio shows. You can give your DJs or presenters access to the product. They can record an entire show very, very quickly and assemble it using your existing media library. Plus also recently we launched our listener requests widget, which allows you to create really awesome interactive channels for your station. We've also seen some exciting developments in terms of universities and higher education establishments who are using Radio.co in an interesting way to actually educate tomorrow's generation of radio professionals. This is really exciting because Radio.co is fast becoming the industry standard broadcasting platform. So let's take a look at a recent trip we did to Media City UK, which is the heart of the UK broadcasting industry, big companies like the BBC based there, and look at how Salford University are using Radio.co to teach and educate their students. Hi, it's James from Radio.co. Today we're here at Media City UK, which is the heart of the UK broadcasting industry with big players like the BBC, ITV and numerous independent production companies based here. Salford University is a great choice of university if you want to learn about radio or broadcasting. So we're here to meet a lecturer who's been using the Radio.co platform in a really interesting way. He's actually been using it to teach and educate his students on how to set up a radio station really quickly and easily using our platform.
My name's Jimmy Ewing. I'm a university lecturer at the University of Salford. I use Radio.co on a module called Radio Entrepreneurs, which is a new module at the university where we allow the students to create a radio station, any kind of radio station that they like, and they also have to write a business plan, create a website, and then of course use the Radio.co service to stream their content.
I'm Laura. I'm a third year TV and radio student at the University of Salford. If I was starting out without this platform, I don't really know where I would start off. So Radio.co makes it really simple to actually start out because the procedure of it is just so straightforward.
The Radio.co service really just makes it incredibly easy for our students to be able to start a radio station. It's as simple as that.
Hi, I'm Liam Kennedy and I'm the station manager for Utter Radio. Radio.co has played a fundamental tool in allowing us to broadcast. We've used Radio.co since our launch, and in terms of what it can do for us, it means that I don't have to be in the university at the time of if I need to do any jobs for Radio.co. I could be on my laptop at home, I could be on the train connected to my phone, I could be in a different country, which I have done when I was in Ireland. I was using Radio.co to broadcast stuff over here, which is mental, to be quite honest.
So, you know, we teach them for 3 years how to make content for radio. We don't really have the expertise to teach them how to use HTML coding or, you know, the various different software platforms that you might need to use to create an online radio station. So Radio.co really just takes off that pressure from us, so they can focus on their business and the content that they want to produce.
I'm Rob. I'm a third year TV and radio student at the University of Salford. When creating my station, the biggest problem I found was maybe like where I was actually going to put it. When you're starting out, it's kind of hard to find somewhere that's going to distribute it. So with Radio.co, it's easier just to have your own site where you can go straight onto there, and also you can make radio on the move. So I've got it on my laptop now. I can just use that.
One of my biggest concerns with my station was what do I do when I graduate, because I will lose this amazing facility that we have at Media City. But obviously with Radio.co, you have the opportunity to then have that on. I've got it on my laptop now, so I have no worries about when I graduate. I can just broadcast from wherever I am.
The coolest thing is that I've got a player on my website now, and that was very easy to set up.
The best thing about Radio.co is definitely the simplicity of the whole thing.
The radio industry is changing quite dramatically. I think in the next 5 years, well, in fact, it's been said that in the next 5 years that all new cars will be fitted with internet radios. So, you know, in terms of the radio industry for my students, I think that the radio industry will be full of internet radio stations, and I think people will take internet radio much more seriously.
My ambitions in the radio industry keep changing, to be honest. Obviously the BBC is probably the place where most people aim to get to, but with the opportunities in online radio, that's kind of too exciting to ignore. Yeah,
radio is changing. We know that, and it has been for the last couple of years. Where it goes in the next couple of years, I won't be able to answer that. But in terms of what Radio.co is doing, it allows anybody to create a radio station. So technology is changing, the audience is changing, the listeners are changing, the way they do listen is changing.
You know, it'll become less relevant for students to think that the only way they can make a career out of radio is going for one of the big names. What I want to do is encourage students to be more entrepreneurial and start their own business and create jobs themselves for other people.
Okay, I think it's really interesting how they're using Radio.co as a method to actually teach the next generation of radio professionals. And this is one of these things that, you know, I think they're quite an interesting university for sort of having this kind of foresight, because And ultimately, the media industry is changing. The way that broadcasting has conventionally been taught is perhaps a little bit different than what was going on at 5 or 10 years old, and it's very common, unfortunately, to see a lot of educational institutions kind of getting stuck in the past with these kind of things. So Salford University, hats off to them for sort of having the foresight, and we've been getting some really great feedback from the students who are actually using the product on a day-to-day basis. So now let's move on to a couple of exciting announcements, a couple of big announcements, and also just to talk about next year. So firstly, we're really, really excited for 2018, and we can't wait for you to come on this journey with us. We've just secured a serious round of funding, which is going to enable us to continue innovating. We can't give you too much information just yet, but I'll be letting you know lots more in the new year about some of our plans. Very, very exciting indeed. What we're going to be doing is growing the team. We actually are hiring developers right now. So if you're a developer and you're interested in working with us, head on to Radio.co. There's some jobs listed on there. Or if you know someone who potentially is interested, feel free to put them in touch with us. The other thing which I want to announce is the immediate availability of our Windows desktop software. If you've not seen this already, you can download it for free at radio.co/download. That's radio.co/download. And get your hands on that for free if you're a customer. It's going to make your lives so much easier because it's fully integrated with the Radio.co platform. It's perfect for DJs. It allows you to run on any Windows computer and allows you to use any software to actually play the music. So it doesn't matter if you're using something like Spotify or iTunes, it doesn't matter if you're using DJ software like Tractor or any kind of radio automation software, will all be compatible with this software. Also allows you to have a second input, e.g. like a USB microphone, and talk over the music really, really well. So I'd recommend checking that out, even if it's just to have a look at it and see if it works for you. It's a product that's unique to Radio.co, and I think it solves a lot of problems, and it's kind of solved a lot of the never been possible before kind of problems in the whole thing that radio broadcasters face, specifically with other internet radio providers and other internet radio software. As I said, free to download, radio.co/download, and you can get your hands on that and have a play with it over the festive season. So finally, I wanted to wrap this video up by saying thank you. Thank you for being a customer if you're a Radio.co customer. We're really excited to see what 2018 brings for you, your station and your listeners. We've got lots more to come next year in terms of innovating, adding new features, and as I say, we're launching an entirely new product next year as well, which I can't wait to let you know more information sometime next year. If you've not started your radio station yet and you're thinking about getting on board, a lot of people not sure exactly where to begin, head on over to radio.co. You can get yourself a free 7-day trial. The Christmas period, sometimes after Christmas, you have that little period where there's nothing quite going on and you're not really sure what to do yourself. That's the perfect opportunity to start a radio station and get your head around what you need to do to make a success of the new year. So that leaves me with all left to say is Happy Christmas to you and your family, season's greetings, and may you have a prosperous new year. And we'll speak to you soon.
Hi, I'm Mike, Marketing Manager at Radio.co. Hope you've had a great 2017 and I hope you have an even better 2018.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm one of the developers here at Radio.co and I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Jim from Technical Support, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm Perry and I just wanted to say a massive thank you for everything this year, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm David at Radio.co. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Ben. I make the videos here at Radio.co and Merry Christmas.
Hi, it's Aaron from Radio.co. Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm James. I'm a developer and I wish you all a happy and healthy Christmas.
Hi guys, it's Chick Chickarelli in Los Angeles. I'm one of the U.S. representatives for Radio.co. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a very happy holiday. See you soon.